Hi, I'm Jen Gumbel with Wagner Oehler, serving clients throughout Southeast Minnesota. And around here, we've talked about how nice it would be to be able to show people how a probate works by showing them an actual probate file. Well, Minnesota has recently put their court files online. And so it's really easy to show you a probate and show you exactly how this kind of proceeding works. Now, today I'm going to show you the records for Walter Mondale's estate. Now, probate files have always been public record, but it's only been recently that the state has put those files online. We can actually look at it right here on the computer. Now, if you don't remember who Walter Mondale is, he's probably the most prominent Minnesota politician. He served as vice president under Jimmy Carter and then ran for president against Ronald Reagan in 1984. And he recently passed away. A few months ago, the probate court in Hennepin County opened a probate file for him. Now, we can find all of this on the court website. And I'm just going to pull that up. Okay, so here's the Minnesota Judicial Branch website, where we can look up all sorts of things, including publicly available documents online. And here's Walter Mondale's estate's probate file. Okay, this was opened in May of this year, and you'll notice a few things. In fact, you might be wondering why someone like Walter Mondale has a probate. Didn't he have an estate plan? Well, he did. And his probate is going much differently than what would have happened if he didn't have a plan. In fact, in a future video, I'm going to compare his probate to another famous Minnesotan's probate, Prince. Prince did not have a plan, and their probate files are vastly different. Walter Mondale had an estate plan. And in fact, you'll notice that the plan included a will, a trust, and something called a separate writing. We'll find out that in this particular estate, the separate writing is extraordinarily important. Now, I'll go through each of these documents and what they do in future videos, but today I just want to talk about why there's a probate when there's a great estate plan. Well, when you pass away, there are two different kinds of assets. There are assets that transfer automatically. Those are things like life insurance policies. Those assets are already telling us where they go. So most life insurance policies have listed beneficiaries, individuals who are supposed to receive the life insurance proceeds. And lots of assets can move like that. Assets that follow the rules of a trust will also move automatically, because the rules in the trust, well, that tells us who will manage the asset when the trustee dies and who benefits off of it after the beneficiary dies. Okay, so there's a will and a trust in this estate. Well, the will tells us what to do with the assets that don't tell us where they're going. So cars or a house that someone has just in their own name. Assets that don't say where they're supposed to go next by default go to the estate. The will tells us what's supposed to happen. Now, a probate file has to be opened in order to put what's called a personal representative in place. And that's required if the estate exceeds $75,000 or includes any form of real estate. So, why does Walter Mondale's estate need to be probated? Doesn't have to do with whether or not he had a will or a trust. It has everything to do with what assets are stuck. Now, I'm going to show you exactly what's going on. So not only can I show you what we call the register of actions, just a list of what's going on in the court file, I can actually show you the court documents. So let's pull the petition and see why there's a probate. Okay, here we go. This is our application for probate. And like I said, probate proceedings are public knowledge and now available online. So let's find out what assets were stuck. Why on earth is there a probate? Well, in the application, it tells us what is in the estate. We have probate assets of cash exceeding $100,000. We also have non-probate assets, and this is the bulk of the estate. This is why having a plan is so incredibly important. See, these non-probate assets, those are the things that transfer automatically. And the estate is not the owner of those things. Somebody else is. And in fact, the trust is probably governing much of Walter Mondale's assets. But the decedent's assets in the estate are this. Now we'll find out in later videos. I'm going to pull these different documents. The will, the trust document, as well as that separate writing. And we're going to find out what assets are being handled and where they go. And again, why it is so important to have a proper estate plan. I'll compare it to the Prince estate, and you'll see exactly the vast difference between the two. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks for watching, and watch for future videos.